Bruh, as us pretty red dimes as we are, how in the hell did you pull Simone Bile? And I love this football talk, bro. I gotta get to it. I'm over here rubbing my knees trying to answer this.
Hey, Chad, I wanted to tell him, he's talking about being looked over. Now, when the right people look at you, you know what I'm saying?
How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. now you
listen, I'm gonna tell you organic story, man. So I just got to Houston. I probably have been to Houston 7 months. I was single at the time, so I'm just living, being me and myself. And COVID had just hit, but I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys were like, "Hey, man, you gotta check out this app, And I'm like, "Nah, I'll check it out." Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. So basically, it's like a dating app, but you have to go through certain criteria to make sure that you're who you are. So literally, have been on the app for a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, that's I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched, so I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And this gotta be fake. I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched,
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
The girls have summoned me, so I just decided to hop on camera and just go ahead and give my take. First and foremost, I see where the internet is going with this, and they want to create this gender war debate about who's the prize. So let me focus on that for a sec, but I want to warn you, this is just a warning. I have not seen this full interview. I only saw the 3-minute clip here that was posted to the Pivot's TikTok, and it has now gone viral. And I also want to point out that this was the clip that the Pivot podcast wanted to edit up and put out to the public as a way to promote this interview, which I found that to be interesting because they are not innocent when it comes to the situation. They knew that with the words that he spoke during this part of the interview, that it was going to get people riled up and it was going to get the people talking. And they were right about that because now it has gone viral. So I do want to point that out. I have not seen the full interview. It's about 54 minutes long, and I just don't have the time to watch it. So I'm just going to give my opinion, my perspective from the 3-minute video. A lot of people want to create this debate about who's really the prize, the man or the woman. And in my opinion, with me going to therapy and me doing more work on myself, I have came to the realization that if you don't see your partner as a prize, meaning if you don't see value in that person, why are you with that person? Why are you with that person? And the issue that I had with his whole, I'm the prize, men are always the prize. Logically speaking, and I'm not saying this to take a jab at his sexuality or any man's sexuality, because I don't play those games. I'm just speaking on logic for a sec. And I hope the men don't get emotional when I say this, but wouldn't it be wiser for you to get with a man if men are the only prizes? That's just my opinion. Wouldn't it make sense for you to go out and date another man because men are the prize? If you don't see women as the prize as a heterosexual man, it's weird to me because it's like, well, what's the point of dating them if you don't see value in them? And the whole prize term is about seeing value in the next person. So if you don't see value in the woman that you're with or the woman that you are pursuing or the woman that you're committed to, what's the purpose of the relationship? And then if you as a woman don't see value in the man that you're dating, you guys are probably not equally yoked. Because if you feel like you're the only prize in the relationship and the man that you're with is not, you're not equally yoked. You should see value in him, and the same value that you see in him, he should see in you. And at that point, you would be equally yoked. So I see a lot of people wanting to focus on, well, who's the prize? Is it the man or the woman? If you seek true partnership, and I do mean true partnership where you have two healthy, mentally stable adults in a relationship, they should see value in each other. And the value that they see in each other should be a mirror of their own self-worth. This debate about who's the prize and who's not the prize, I just think it's childish. It's played out. We have came to the end of the road with it. If you are really out here doing the work on yourself as a divine feminine, a divine masculine, you understand the value in having a divine masculine or a divine feminine in your life because you see value in yourself. So this prize talk is just childish to me. Now, I want to respond to this girl here. She said, this is so effing cringe. He really acting like the Olympic award-winning Simone Biles was just a thirsty nobody, a bee that chased him down, and she's sitting there grinning. And Ryan Clark was not convinced. You don't know who Simone Biles is? He went into this whole spiel about, well, I don't watch gymnastics. I don't watch gymnastics either. And I knew who Simone Biles was. Like, come on now. I know who she is. She has changed the trajectory of female sports. Come on now. How you not know who this girl is? I've never watched a lick of gymnastics and I knew who Simone Biles was. Like, come on now. I know who she is. I know what she has done for women in sports. That's the arrogance that a lot of people are seeing, and that's what they don't like. I think another reason why the girls are upset is because the whole prize talk and the man being the prize, that's red pill rhetoric. That's red pill ideology. And we automatically know the type of mentality that comes with that rhetoric and ideology. And a lot of women feel like men in those spaces don't truly value women at all. They only value themselves and what a woman can do for them. And it's not an equally yoked dynamic in relationships. So that's why a lot of women are triggered. And I completely understand why they are. Because when I saw this, I'm like, ooh, this is not a good look. This is not a good look, girl. This is bad. This is bad PR. This is bad press. I completely understand how the girls feel. Don't get me wrong. But also, I want to point out, and not too much on Simone, but I have to keep it real with you. Not too much on Simone because y'all was just dragging her not that long ago about her edges. Y'all were being mean girls to her about her edges for her wedding in Houston humidity. Some of your faves have low self-esteem. And I think some of you need to process that and accept that. Like, some of your faves have low self-esteem. This woman was out here chasing a man and she doesn't see anything wrong with it, which is why she's grinning in the clip, because she doesn't see anything wrong with driving 45 minutes over a man that's fighting to be committed. She doesn't see anything wrong with that. So some of your faves have low self-esteem, and I think that's something that you're going to have to accept. You may see them as this amazing, talented person, but they may not see themselves in that same light. So I think that is part of this as well, that Simone Biles may suffer from some low self-esteem. And honestly, ladies, you're not helping if you're dragging her online about her edges because she was in Houston and it's hot as hell down there. Like, girl, I live there. It's hot as hell. It's hard trying to keep your hair pressed and laid and dyed to the side, sis. Come on now, it's very hard. Lighten up on the situation with Simone. We all got to learn at our own time. We all got to learn within our own way. It wasn't a good look, but I am going to go and watch the full interview because I want to get a real opinion about him because I really don't know him. I know him as Simone Biles' husband. That's it. I don't really know him. I've never seen a game. I don't even know what team he plays on. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just being honest. I don't know him. I know him because of Simone Biles. That's it. The men on the podcast also mentioned, and then the conversation kind of went in a different direction. But before that, he was like, as an athlete, that he was overlooked.
It's over now when the right people look at you. You know what I'm saying?
So he was getting overlooked as a professional athlete. No one knew who this man was before Simone Biles. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. No one knew who this man was. And it's sounding like his career wasn't the best, because if he felt underappreciated and overlooked by playing professional football, this woman is getting all of this praise and all of this recognition. Everyone knows who she is, but no one really knows who you are, and you're being overlooked. That's a recipe for disaster, especially when men are not the ones on top in the relationship. It's the woman, and we all know how this plays out, which is another reason why the girls are upset. So let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comment section. Also give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one.